Hey, everybody, welcome to Five Best Bets. Trying to get this out real quick because the first game is the New York Yankees. Wind is blowing out about 18, 19 miles an hour out there. So got a few bets with the New York Yankees in the first game. So trying to get this out before it. Terrific day yesterday. There is our record. Tons of bets. We're 14-8, up 4.57 units, up 2.5 units the first day. The official Five Best Bets 4-1 yesterday. We're killing it. So hopefully that continues. That's why I've got my Satchel Paige replica jersey on. Not that I'm superstitious, but I guess I'm superstitious, and I wore it the first 2 days, and I'm going to wear it until we lose. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but inevitably it will. Start right off with Five Best Bets. By the way, I'm John Layfield. Our YouTube channel, me and Mr. Gerald Brisco, Stories of Brisco and Bradshaw. Please like and subscribe. We're not selling you nothing. We're just having fun talking baseball. Start right off with the games today. St. Louis, there's a great handicapper, Jason La Canforna. He is, I think he's from the D.C. area. Terrific handicapper. Brought up the fact today on Sportsline that 5.93 ERA by Joe Ryan. Give me St. Louis plus 100. And then Philadelphia, Jake Irvin against Philadelphia with Washington has had real trouble with Philly. Give me Philadelphia minus 156. Atlanta loses a couple games to San Diego. The Schwellenbach's on the mound should right the ship. So give me Atlanta at minus 142. And then the Seattle Mariners, they got beat up yesterday by Oakland. They're the better team. And you got your ace on the mound for them. And give me Seattle minus 156. And then a parlay we're going to again today. Mr. Briscoe's Tampa Bay Rays. We're going to put them with the Los Angeles Dodgers again. Mookie Betts, by the way, a few years ago, I saw him have a 13-pitch at bat on television. Hit a grand slam. That was the best at bat I'd ever seen. Last night in extra innings, he fouls the ball off, 3-2 count, 3-2 count. He goes yard for a walk-off home run. That guy is different level. It's so fun to watch Mookie Betts play. I got to watch him play one time when they were here with playing against the Nationals. And man, it was what a treat it is to watch that guy. So there you have your Five Best Bets. And we also got no runs first innings. We're 4-1 yesterday, had a great record. Hopefully we do the same thing today. The Cubs and Arizona, two pitchers that are very good in the first inning. And so give me a no runs first inning. Baltimore and Toronto. We got some pretty good bats. But you also got really good pitchers in the first innings. This is all about pitchers in the first inning. A's in Seattle, another no-run first inning. Los Angeles Angels, CWS, and Detroit and Los Angeles Dodgers. This is all about Reese Olson is terrific in the first inning. He's good against the Dodgers. Sasaki is the one. He had a terrible start. I say terrible. He wasn't as good as people thought he'd be in the Tokyo series against the Chicago Cubs. I think Sasaki rights the ship. He has got a fork knuckleball. I don't know what you call it. That thing drops off the table. It is unbelievable to watch this young man pitch. So give me those 5 no runs first innings. And then we got some overs. Had a great day yesterday with overs. And by the way, I was had an over that was 7.5. And by the time I bet it, it was 7. But I said 7.5 on the video. So I left it at 7.5, even though it was a push in my sports book. So trying to keep an exact record here of what we're doing. And Milwaukee and New York Yankees, wind is blowing out at 18, 19 miles an hour. I mean, straight out to center field. Nestor Cortez on the mound. It's hard to say about Nestor Cortez. He's playing with Milwaukee. He's been traded, and he was very inconsistent. Loved the pitcher. He seems like a fun guy. People seem to love him in the clubhouse. He's the unknown here, but give me over 8.5 Milwaukee and New York Yankees. Minnesota, St. Louis, same thing. Wind's blowing out. That park is Hitter's Park when that wind's blowing out. Over 7.5 runs. Boston and Texas, we've gotten killed on this recently. Just has not. And I don't know if they're keeping the roof open or not in Globe Field. It says on line 65 to 80 degrees that they will open up the field as long as it's not over a certain percent of humidity. I think it's 80%. And it's like 81 when the game starts. So wind is howling out in Arlington right now. But even if the stadium's closed, I think these guys go over. Thought that yesterday too, and we lost the bet. And then Colorado and Tampa Bay. People keep talking about this 314-foot right field fence. Wind is blowing in again. Yesterday it was howling. I mean, screaming in. Today it's only about 8-9 miles an hour, but I think that neutralizes a lot. Colorado doesn't score any runs, and Tampa Bay's got a pretty good pitcher on the mound. It's all up to Tampa Bay if they're going to go over here. I believe So give me the under 8.5 in Colorado Tampa. And then I got some prop bets. Joe Ryan, give me over 4.5 strikeouts. He should reach this total pretty easy. And then the Mets, Canning for the Mets, over 3.5. You should be able to get here against Houston. Houston's a good team. I think Alvarez hits this guy like crazy, by the way. And so we got a prop bet with Alvarez over 1.5 bases at plus 110. It's a cavernous park in Houston. Alvarez, he's not a speed demon, but hit that ball in deep left center. He makes it to seconds. I can make it to second standing up. Well, maybe not, but maybe I could. And then Falter over 14.5 outs by Pittsburgh. That's a really low total against a team that doesn't bat that well in Miami. Give me Falter minus 190. Tons of juice here. Sorry about that. And then just a fun one, Judge. New York Yankees over 1.5 bases, minus 125. Not a great bet because of 1.5 bases. You got to hit a double or something better than that, probably, or 2 hits. Minus 125. And then you got an extra bet, Real Muto, Philadelphia, over 1.5 hit, minus 200. I just took that just because Real Muto kills the opposing pitcher. But anyway, it's on the bet list. And then we got a bunch more on here that you can see on here. Well, we'll post this at the very end of the video, so you'll see all of these. And as most people do, like I do, you just go to the end of the video and don't listen to a single thing I say. That's fine with me. I don't care. I'm doing this for fun. And then I've got five best rugby bets. I do a fun show called the Rugby Odds. We have King Gifted Bailu, the legendary coach, Mike Friday, 3-time Olympic coach, terrific guy and terrific analyst about rugby. We got some guy that hosted. I'm not sure who he is. We were off this week because I think he has a lawsuit, but he harassed his neighbor's chickens or something. I'm not sure what it was. Anyway, we go straight into Major League Rugby. Los Angeles hosting Old Glory. This was in Old Glory. I'd give it the edge to Old Glory. I'm going to take Los Angeles because of the travel and because Old Glory had that big win last week against the defending champions, New England. Minus 148. Take it on the money line. Chicago going to Nala. Minus 139. Chicago seems to be awesome. Nala's a good team, but I think Chicago wins this. And then San Diego and Houston, the game of the week. This is going to be good and physical. Give me San Diego plus 107, even though I'm rooting for my Texas boys. And then Anthem in Seattle. Starfire, a tough place to play. Young kids don't care. They don't know enough to care. They're not going to go to Yankee Stadium. They don't know. I go, to Madison Square Garden the first time. You don't know how, you get nervous later a lot of times. They got a bunch of young kids who play really hard. I think Anthem keeps it within the 15.5. So I'm taking Anthem here. And then Utah, minus 157. Utah is putting up a million freaking points. So there you have it. Your 5 best bets, tons of freaking bets. We're going to put all kinds of extra things on there. Huge day of sports today. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great day.